Everyone remembers their first trip to Paris. The perfectly manicured streets, the Haussmannian architecture, the indulgent smell of pâtisseries and freshly baked bread wafting through the air. When it comes to romance, Paris has that special je ne sais quoi that captivates millions of visitors day in and day out. And soon, you will be one of them. Where will you stay? What will you do? What will you eat? Are you going to be mocked for wearing New Balances? Maybe. The City of Lights isn't exactly a walk in the park. A challenging language and intimidating Parisians can make for an overwhelming experience, especially if this is your first time in Europe. Visiting Paris or another nice city or country. View our site Top Fly Offer. topflyoffer.com. Through our site you can book a flight, book a nice hotel and/or rent a car. topflyoffer.com. 10 things you need to know before your first trip to Paris. 1. Don't visit Paris in August. The myth that everything in Europe shuts down in August is not a myth at all and totally happens, especially in countries like Italy, Spain, and you guessed it, France. Most locals leave for vacation this month, and many restaurants and small businesses stay closed for weeks at a time. But truthfully, every month in Paris has its perks, even August, if avoiding large crowds of Parisians actually sounds appealing to you. Winters aren't too cold, and Paris during Christmas time is straight out of a movie. And of course, Paris in the springtime is hard to beat. 2. Learn at least a little of the language. No, you don't need to be fluent in French to communicate with Parisians, but knowing the basics will make a huge difference. Download Duolingo and get ready to put on your best French accent. The big four: bonjour, hello, au revoir, goodbye, s'il vous plaît, please, and merci, thank you. Most of the locals speak pretty good English and are eager to practice. But if you immediately speak English with a French person, they will pretend to not speak English. Speak French with a French person, they will switch into English. It's just how it works. 3. Pleasantries are mandatory. Say bonjour or bonsoir in the evening, and au revoir to every shop owner, salesman, and server every time you enter and exit a store or restaurant. 4. Figuring out where to stay in Paris requires a little research. All of Paris district offer plenty of hotel and Airbnb options, so it really depends on the type of ambience you're looking for. For quaint Parisian charm and high-end shops, look to the Saint-Germain or Marais neighborhood. For something a little more local feeling and off the beaten path, try the 19th and 20th district. For an extremely central location, not too far from most tourist attractions, look to the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th district. And for that quintessential, artsy Parisian vibe, the hilly 18th, specifically near Montmartre, is just what you're looking for. 5. Step up your clothing, but don't worry too much. Popular opinion will have you believe that all Parisians are beautiful, svelte snobs with perfectly mussed hair and designer clothes. Which is mostly true, but France has loosened up its dress codes considerably in the last 30 years. Plenty of people wear sweatshirts and tank tops. You can too. 6. Try not to be so American. Keep your voice down if you want to blend in. The French tend to mumble inaudibly. 7. Don't hug. Faire la bise instead. An air kiss on each cheek is a standard greeting for both men and women. And eschew the handshake if you're introduced to someone. State your name while you faire la bise and you're all set. It's actually an excellent system because there's never any confusion about if you should shake hands, pound, hug, kiss, or high five. 8. The best way to get around Paris is on foot, and the city is super easy to navigate. The best way to see Paris is simply by strolling through it. It's incredibly difficult to get lost. There are 20 different neighborhoods, and every single street sign in the entire city denotes which one you're in. The city's arrondissements are organized in the shape of a counterclockwise snail. Find the first arrondissement on a map and count to 20, moving your finger in a counterclockwise, circular motion. 9. The Luxembourg Gardens are great, but there are plenty of underrated parks to visit. For picnics, morning runs, and weekend strolls in the park, the Luxembourg Gardens are a staple. But Paris has so many other parks to be discovered. For low-key picnics on the left bank, Parc Montsouris is a great choice. For exploring near Belleville, Parc Buttes-Chaumont is where it's at. And for quiet reading beside Corinthian pillars, Parc Monceau is your perfect escape. 10. Also in the Marais, fabulous vintage shops. Louis Vuitton, Valentino, Armani, and sure, Paris is home to all of them. But why shell out the big bucks when you could hit one of Paris' many vintage shops? The Marais is kind of the Soho of Paris, with hip, artsy fashion types and the boutiques to match. It's also packed with vintage shops, offering up hidden gems for as little as €1. Definitely take a coffee break and people watch at an outdoor cafe. We hope you have a fantastic time in Paris. Visiting Paris or another nice city or country? View our site Top Fly Offer. topflyoffer.com. Need a camera, or something else? Also check out our FZ shopping site. fzshopping.com. Let us know what you are most looking forward to in the comments below. Take care, stay safe, and until next time.